Welcome to Blind in Texas, broadcasting from the 28th state in the Union. The Dallas Metroplex, located in the north part of Texas. Moving on your screen, left to right, we have Mr. Bryan Kluger from boomstickcomics.com. I'm Matt Mungle from mungleshow.com. Thank you, as always, for tuning in as we get into this week's episode talking about what has us blind in Texas. Did you go to the wedding this weekend? The Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. They had a little wedding. Did you go?
I got invited, oddly enough, but I did not go because things were happening in Texas.
I know. It's like why would you go?
Yeah,
It's a wedding.
exactly.
Who has a wedding on the 4th of July?
Right. And I feel like if I'm invited to a wedding, I'd want to be there because, the couple likes me, but I feel like
They even
Travis
know
and
you
Taylor
exist.
invited everybody.
Yeah. So and people were lining up outside just to say they were outside.
It was nuts. Where do you begin? It's
I
kind of
don't know.
like, okay, so you get married at they got married at Grand Central Station / the Madison Square Garden. Did they get married in the theater? And then you just see everybody on TikTok and on Instagram and people saying like every celebrity in New York was invited to this wedding. Does Taylor and Travis know every celebrity? Did they want this? Are they going to make a TV show or a movie for Netflix on their wedding? That's why they had their people sign NDAs. They had Adam Sandler officiate. What's the point of this? And like even Ari Aster, the director of Midsommar and Hereditary, went. I guarantee you he doesn't know who Taylor Swift. Or, I mean, he knows who Taylor Swift is, but are they friends? What's the deal here? And where does it become like, okay, Taylor and Travis got married at Madison Square Garden with over 1,000 guests, all celebrities, it seemed like. But like, is there a point where it's like, oh, are these just celebrities glad handing celebrities? What's happening?
Yeah, and you have to wonder. First of all, I still feel like they got married months ago somewhere. They've been
Yeah.
married. They just had an event. There were some cool things about it. I am not in the hate camp. I love Taylor Swift. I am always going to be a cheerleader for her because of her talent. Her storytelling, writing, everything is amazing. Yes, she gets a little, I mean, the pop culture, and she can't help her popularity. The popularity that is just insane. I mean, you saw it during football season. It drove Chief fans crazy. It became the Taylor Swift channel instead of the Chiefs channel.
Yeah.
So I understand the frustration people have. I do think it's cool having Adam Sandler officiate your wedding. I mean, you got to admit that's cool.
No, I mean, hey, it's amazing. Would anybody in their right mind like to have every popular celebrity at their wedding? Of course they would.
Now,
It's
everybody's talking about celebrity. Were there any football? Because I don't know if people know this or not. Travis Kelce used to play football. He was a
Travis Kelce.
football
Yeah.
player, so he was pretty well known in the football world. Were there any? I haven't heard stuff like, "Oh, Eli Manning was there, Tom Brady was there,
Patrick
but
Mahomes,
Patrick
his
Mahomes." I mean,
quarterback.
were there any? I mean, were there football players too, or was it just celebrities? I know football players now are celebrities, but I haven't seen that list.
So I haven't seen that list either. I did not. Who knows if he even had a say in any of it.
I'm sure he had to say he was probably like, you know what, my boys, they're not into this. This is your event. He's probably thinking, I'm going to get together with the guys and have a beer, at the clubhouse, talk about the wedding. That's probably his jam with his guys.
I
So
mean, I read the story that was really funny to me that I read from this whole thing is that they invited Paul McCartney, one of the last Beatles, to the wedding. He sang a Beatles song that he hasn't sang live in a while. And then I guess after that, a lot of the celebrities left.
oh my gosh,
Which is like which was awesome.
like I was at
To
a Paul
he
McCartney concert and a wedding broke out.
Right. And it's just like, okay. And I'm not in the camp that thinks Taylor Swift is particularly that talented.
We'll
Can
disagree
she
there.
sing? Can she write things on paper? Yes. Does any of it really resonate? I guess that's up to the person listening to it. But when the core group of people listening to it are between 7 and 15 years old.
Oh,
I don't,
I think that number is skewed. You have
I
fans
take
of Taylor Swift who probably saw her 50 times on the Eras tour, and they're in their 40s, 50s,
those
30s.
are emotionally stunted people.
I mean, it's a wide range.
Those are
She's
emotionally stunted people.
well, I don't know. I'm just saying though, I think she's obviously has she reached a status that is like if Michael Jackson today, I mean, you got to realize the day with social media, everything else, it's a different world. It's a different world. If all things being the same, if Michael Jackson and Brooke Shields got married, would it have been as big a deal as this on
No, because
Hallmark?
Michael Jackson didn't want a wedding like that. He was very shy. He was private. He did not want that. I mean, he got married to Lisa Marie Presley.
That's who it was. It wasn't Brooke Shields. It was Lisa Marie Presley.
They didn't have a big ass wedding like this. It was a small wedding, which
Yeah.
I think maybe was you can go into the theories about like was that real love, were they in real love. I would like to think like this, yes they were, but then you're like, okay, king of pop, king of rock and roll, it was, that was part of the marketing thing, who knows.
Who knows?
um
I guess I should say, because of his status, if he had a wedding and announced, hey, we're getting married, not that he would want it, but he said, I'm having a wedding at blah, 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 would as many people have shown up for that as shown up for this?
More people would have shown up for Michael Jackson than Taylor Swift.
All right.
If
I
it
mean,
was
I
as
can't
big of
argue
a
that.
if it was a big of a deal if Michael and Lisa Marie Presley were like, we're inviting every celebrity to this and there's going to be the whole thing, yes,
Yeah.
people would have shown up for that because Michael Jackson is far bigger than Taylor Swift.
And if Lisa would
Um,
have been like, my dad's going to come and sing a song, everybody been like, well, that's news. And she'd be like,
Right.
dang, blew his cover.
Do you think Paul McCartney would have sang a song at Michael Jackson's wedding with their beef?
Um, yeah, I kind of forgot about that beef. I don't, I don't know. Maybe. I
Okay.
mean, how, was the beef really a beef?
Yeah, because Paul McCartney told his good friend Michael back in the Thriller days, like, hey, the money in the music business is owning the rights to the music.
Hmm.
I'm going to buy the rights to the Beatles. And then Michael Jackson was like, hey, nope, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, that
And
you
then
know,
did
and I
it.
got to admit that part of the music business, we could do a whole show on that part of the music business. I think that's a racket. The fact that Paul McCartney had to pay Michael Jackson to perform his own songs at his own concerts is ridiculous. It is
That's
ridiculous.
part of it. It's part of it.
I guess, man. I don't know. That's why I got out of the music industry. This is politics.
It's the politics.
It's
That's
the
why
politics.
it wasn't your talent or lack of talent
No,
thereof. You're
no.
talented. I've seen you play guitar. I've seen you with the long hair down to your ass. You're a rocker.
Yeah, so it was. I just, I wasn't going to sell out. I wasn't going to sell out. This, it's like that thing you do. I'm not going to sell out, man. I'm not going to
Not going to
sign
sell
just to
out. You
play.
won't sell out. If somebody offered you a $10 million record contract, you own 50% of your music, you wouldn't take that.
Oh no, I'd take that in a minute.
Yeah, you take that. You take that in a minute.
I
But the
would.
question is, in that contract for you right now, as it stands today, July 7th, would you go on a 150 city, multi city tour?
That's funny because I actually thought about that. I just got off of a road trip where it was like an 8 hour drive, and my mind thinks about all kinds of things on an 8 hour drive. And I just thought about that. I was like, what happens? Like, would I tour today where I am, with where my family is? Like, would I go on tour? I think I would if there were limitations and parameters. But I would, man. There is no greater thing than playing on a stage in front of people. And it's not
Okay.
even an ego thing, it's an energy thing. It's just a great thing. I understand now why sports people get addicted to it, while musicians get addicted to it. But it is. The road is hard, man. You listen to any Journey song, you know, it's hard to be on the road.
Or listen to Eddie Bon Jovi's song. It's the same thing.
Every artist has written that. Bob Seger wrote a song that Metallica covered, saying, strung out on the road, man. But you get past the strung out on the road because of that hour 90 minutes that you're just, ah. It's great.
Right, right. But the amount of people that I saw in New York walking down the street to Travis and Taylor's wedding, just like you see Bradley Cooper, then you see one of the guys from Modern Family, and then you see Ari Aster and Emma Stone, and then you see these people. You're just like, wait, did they? My guess is, did Taylor or Travis? I don't think Travis had anything to do with it. I think Taylor was like, here's a list of celebrities. We want a celebrity wedding. I feel like they're going to put it on TV somewhere at some point in time. Because why not? Because that's them. It's so stupid. And they got all of their managers and PR people were like, okay, yeah, everybody's invited. If you're a celebrity in New York, just walk on over and they'll get married, quotations. Yeah, maybe there was a blood sacrifice, the Illuminati. Who knows
Who
what they were
knows?
doing in that wedding?
But there were so many people at the wedding. Everybody in LA thought the rapture happened because everybody in LA is like, where is everybody? Like
Well,
there's no
yeah,
traffic. The streets are clear. There's no celebrity. They're all in New York hanging out at the wedding.
yeah. Do you? I'm trying to like picture. Was it a real wedding? Was there like what cake did they have? It also should be known that allegedly Travis and Taylor donated millions and millions of dollars to charity for this,
Hmm.
and stuff like that. But
Which that I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised. I would believe that. I mean, that's just kind of in their wheelhouse to do. So maybe
yeah.
they just wanted to just have a party to celebrate their wedding, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're just at a different level of party than we are. We just got to admit that.
No, well, of course they are. It's Taylor Swift. I mean, Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. Nobody would know who Travis Kelce is unless you kind of watch the Super Bowl and were into football or a Kansas City Chiefs fan. That's all Taylor's doing.
Right.
People know who Taylor Swift is.
Now,
Will Travis
and
Kelce?
the other Kelsey is probably more famous, being the center for the Eagles, who I think the Eagles were more popular than the Chiefs during that time.
Right.
They didn't even mention him being there.
No, not
The
at
other
all. I
Kelsey
mean, they'll
brother.
mention it on their podcast, the Kelsey brothers, but
Yeah.
it's interesting because, will Travis Kelsey take her last name? Will Taylor now be Taylor Kelsey? What's the deal with that?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think
he'll
she's
probably be Travis Kelsey Swift.
Travis
He'll
Kelsey
keep his
Swift.
maiden name. He'll keep his maiden name.
Do you think their
He'll
marriage
add a
will last?
hyphen. What?
Do you think their marriage will last?
I do. I think their marriage will last.
What? How
I do.
long? How long?
I
Three
think
years
it'll be one of
tops?
those. No, I think their marriage will last for a long time. I think they will. I think because they both understand the celebrity, but they also have a great foundation in being grounded in their life. Taylor's lived in this spotlight for her whole life, most of her life. Travis, now that he's in that light, I think they will. I think they'll be fine. They'll be like, we see people in Hollywood all the time that are married forever.
I get
They will be.
what are you telling me? What? You're
Not a
so
high
full of shit.
percentage. I'm talking about like because you see
Did you
sometimes.
just wait a second, hold on. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Did you literally the words coming out of your mouth, Matt, that said couples in Hollywood always last? That does not
No,
make sense.
it
That
does
is
not.
not
No.
true.
I'm going to redact that statement and say that what I meant to say was there have been times. It's not unheard of. It's not a enigma for some rare couples to stay together for a long length of time. And I think they will be one of them.
They will. I give it 5 years tops. I'd
Five
be
years
shocked
tops.
if they lasted 5 years. There's
All right.
no way. Do you know how many times Taylor Swift has been with somebody and broken up, wrote a fucking dumb song about it? Like
I
a
know, but
hundred
she's got that out
times.
of her system. I think this is
No,
different. I think this
absolutely
is
not.
different
It's not
because
going
she
to
didn't
sell
marry
records.
any of those people.
She did not.
Aha! There is the wrinkle.
None of them, but
She
they were
didn't
all
marry any
like,
of them.
they were all either actors or musicians, never a football player.
So
Very
this will be the
different.
one. This will okay. On our 5th year anniversary of this show, we're going to see where they are. I'm going to replay this episode in 5 years, and I'm going to be like, look, they're still together. They got 4 kids. They're living in the suburbs. They're hanging out. They're still going strong.
And I'm going to say, you say that it's not an enigma, it's not a conundrum that people in Hollywood stay together. The reason they stay together, if they're there together that long, which none of them have, are Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell because they've never gotten married. They never got married. The only couple that got married that are still together longer than any relationship, Woody Allen and Soon Yi. They've been together.
That's a role. Like, there's your role model right there.
Hey, say what you will. Though that couple is very happy, that couple has been together for more than 25 years.
So you're saying as a guy, marry somebody too young to understand and chain her up in the basement. That's what you're saying. Because that's what's made that marriage. Well, Keanu Reeves and his wife have been married forever.
Okay. And I will say to that,
Pierce Brosnan and his wife have been together forever. Look at Barbara Streisand and one of the old Bridgets or whatever his name is, Brolin. The old Brolin guy and Barbara Streisand, they've been together forever. That's almost the same thing because Barbara Streisand, Taylor Swift, I mean, Brolin didn't play football, but he's kind of like that macho kind of man. They stayed together forever. It can happen. That's all I'm saying. I can't believe you used Woody Allen as a marriage example.
They're the ones that have lasted. Keanu Reeves is the sweetest, greatest man in the world. Yes, he is. They've lasted. There you go. And then who was the other one? Pierce Brosnan and his wife? Yes.
Keanu Reeves and his wife.
That's two people.
You know what? You using Woody Allen as a template for weddings and marriage is like saying using Donald Trump as your vacation, like your travel agent to certain islands. It's like, why? That's the worst example you could ever use.
Why would I not use Donald Trump for personal for that? He's like, this is the best island. There's no other island greater. There's gold everywhere. The drinks are amazing. The steaks are good.
Don't drink it. Don't drink the red cups. Those are for the other guests. My gosh, I don't even know. All right. Well, this is something. So yeah, this is okay. This gives us a reason to keep the show going. Just see, we will keep the show going as long as Travis and Taylor are together.
Yes, yeah.
So as long as they're married, we're going to do this show.
And for those of you keeping count and listening, Matt says it's going to go more than 5 years. I'm going to say it's going to go less than 5 years.
You said 3, so we'll see.
Okay.
I think it's going to go. I think we're going to be. I don't want to say dead and gone, but I think we will see them grow old together. I do. I just feel like it.
Grow old together?
Yeah. I just feel it. I have this feeling. I don't know why.
What feeling do you have?
There's no way.
Travis KELCE is going to be in a wheelchair. He is going to,
they can still be together.
She ain't going to take care of him. Are you kidding me?
Well, man, they got enough money that she won't have to take care of him, but she will be by his side.
You think she's going to wheel him out on her stage? No way. Somebody's going to come along, younger, hotter, faster. Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
All right. Well, we will see. Mark it down, folks. Mark it on your calendar. Tune in for the next 5 years and see who's right. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Well, on to some sports. That was a little pop culture way to kick the show off. I like it. I tell you, somebody that didn't last like Taylor and Travis will is the U.S. World Cup team. They're gone. They're done. Did you watch the game last night?
Of course I watched the game last night. I was really excited for it. And then
when did your excitement stop?
Oh, like within the first 10 minutes of the game. I became the coach of the U.S. soccer team because, okay, so folks, people are watching the World Cup right now. Have I watched the World Cup before in the last 4 years, 8 years, 12 years? Yes, but I haven't really been into soccer. I got into soccer a little bit because, it's in the United States right now. That's in Dallas. It's fun to see everything. We've talked about it on this show. The U.S. soccer team's doing well, but they have not made it past the 16th round in years. The last time they made it to third place was in the 30s. Hitler was in charge the last time the U.S. men's soccer team became third place. So we're like, okay, they're doing pretty well. They're making mistakes, but they can do it. And then we played Belgium last night. And with it looks like The U.S. soccer team came out on the field and just didn't want to play soccer. I became their coach because the camera would go to the coach with every mistake U.S. was making, and they made a lot. And they showed him yelling. They showed him kicking water bottles and water stands over with his foot. And I just was yelling out as I was like, yeah, that's fucking embarrassing. How does a team like this play like this? They just stood on the field for the 94 minutes they played is what it seemed like. They couldn't even score a goal until they got a free kick. And
Yeah,
then it
it
was
was
4-1 Belgium.
yeah,
Ooh.
it was hard to watch, but at the same time, I'm not shocked. I don't what amazes me about this are the people who are shocked that the US team won. Soccer is not our jam. These
You
people that
mean the
were
US
playing,
team lost?
yeah, the UST lost. Don't be surprised that the USA team lost because this isn't our sport. You got people around the world, they live and breathe this sport. It's not an American sport. It's here's how I felt about USA. I was like, I'm going to watch them until they're done. They made it a lot farther than I thought they would. It's like if you watch the Summer Olympics, if you're watching the Summer Olympics and they're like in lane 5 from Switzerland, you're like, he's not going to win. You can't
Yeah.
have an athlete from Switzerland in the Summer Olympics. You put them in the Winter Olympics, they're going to jam. That's USA. I'm surprised they made it this far. This is not our sport. Everybody's like, oh, we're going to win it all. No, we're not. There was no way
No,
we were
I
going to
didn't.
win.
They were doing well. And, I had the same conversation and I was thinking the same thing. I was like, okay, you look at the US. Soccer is a European sport, but we
Yes.
have basketball, football, hockey, baseball. We have these four sports in the US that are dominated in the US. Look at the Olympics.
Yep.
Do they have those sports in other countries? Yes, but nobody goes to them. Nobody watches them. It's soccer only in the other countries,
Yes.
not really here.
Yes. So yeah,
So,
yeah. That's why we do. We go to the Olympics and we dominate in basketball. It's like 104-3 in a basketball
right.
game. I mean, if football isn't really ever played outside of this to other countries, we would dominate there. I don't think we would dominate in baseball, to be honest. Because there are some of the other countries that have come up in baseball. So yeah, I mean, soccer's not our sport. We should be happy and proud, and probably most people are. I'm not saying they shouldn't be like being booed or anything, but they made it farther than I thought they were, and I'm proud of them. But
Well,
I
they
wasn't
haven't made it
looking for
past the
them.
16th round in a long time. So this was, and in Belgium's, it seems like a good team. Well, compared to what we played like, but what was going on yesterday was that it didn't seem like the U.S. team was doing anything. Belgium scored that first goal really fast within the first 10 minutes of the game. Nobody seemed to know what they were doing on the U.S. team. They were just kind of playing defense, never attacking on offense. And then we got the penalty kick. We scored. It was 1-1. Within 30 seconds, Belgium came back and scored a second goal. And then third goal. And then to put that exclamation point at the very end of the game, a fourth goal in overtime. Oh, and
I know.
the whole time, U.S. was just standing around. There was nothing happening. There was no offense. They barely made any shots on goal. And then, mate, were they shocked? Were they scared to go out on the field this time in Seattle because of all the controversy before the game? Because the last game the U.S. played, the U.S. team member got a red card. He couldn't play in this game, but like a few hours before the game, they were saying like, "Oh no, he can play now." Everybody was upset. Does
See,
that factor into it? What do
I
you
think
think?
it did. I think it factored in a lot when, of course, Trump always has to make everything about himself. When he got up there running his mouth saying, "Oh, they're going to play, they're going to play." I mean, I think that just ruins a team. They should have just played it out. I think it took the fire out of the USA team. They're like, if we win, people don't say we won by cheating. They're going to say we won because daddy pulled some string. So yeah, I'm sure it affected them on the field. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Now, I want to ask you, it's not about the U.S. Team, but I want to ask you. So, Messi plays today as we're recording. He played the last game and he scored more goals. Messi is almost 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Messi will play in another 4 years? Or do you think this is his last World Cup?
That's a good question because a lot of that came up about Ronaldo. Because,
Yeah.
Ronaldo, they say this will be his last World Cup. I think this will be. This will be. Yeah.
Because he'd be 43, 44 years old by the next World Cup. And
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
44 years old. I can't imagine running at full speed
No.
just down the block
Well, and
without
even if he
pulling every
could run
muscle.
at full speed, it's like Cars 3. If you're familiar with the animated Cars movies. Cars 3, Lightning McQueen, when they brought the new guys in, that was it. It wasn't that Lightning McQueen wasn't still good, it was just everybody else was better. So, yeah,
Yeah.
could Messi play physically in 4 years? Yes. Is he going to be able to contend? I don't think so. And he
Yeah,
knows
but
that.
he's still like the best in the league right now. Like it's
Sure he is.
crazy.
He is.
Okay, my
Hey,
other
here's a
question.
trivia question for you. Talking about Ronaldo, because this is his last year. They say that his house is spotless. You know why that is? You know why his house and his room and his car and everything he owns is spotless?
Perfection, but who knows?
No, because he's not messy.
Aha!
Yes,
That's
thank
pretty
you.
good.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. That was
Yeah.
good.
So no, I don't think he'll play. I mean, he is one of the greatest to ever play, but you got to know when your time is done, Aaron Rodgers. You got to just know.
But people, I mean, LeBron's time is done, but he's going to still play for another couple years for another team.
I know, but that's every year. I mean, what's going to happen in 4 years? I guess they still play soccer in 4 years. They don't quit for 4 years. I guess.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm not saying that he won't still play a little bit. I don't know if we will see him in 4 years.
Okay.
That's my thing. I don't think he's going to retire after this World Cup, but I don't know if he has 4 more years left in him. But I
Right.
don't know. I mean, this is a sport I don't know anything about. I'm just spewing streams of consciousness. I have no idea.
You're walking in blind.
I am. I'm blind in Texas when it comes to soccer, man, because I don't know.
So I want to ask you, there is another player in the World Cup that everybody's been loving. It's a guy on the Norway team who has long blonde hair,
Yep.
looks like Thor, and it looks like he just walks around bored, and then he's like, wait, I think I might score a goal. Just walking around mopey, and then he scores a goal in epic fashion.
He does the goals that he scores. Like I said, I know nothing about soccer. I didn't know any player other than the ones that we've just talked about. But yeah, watching this guy play, it is. He just looks like he's just wandered on the field, and then he's looking around like, what's going on? And he sees the ball, and he's like, I could kick that ball, and he goes and kicks it in the net. And he does it like you said. He either bounces it off somebody else's face, or he just headbutt. He's crazy to watch. I love watching all the clips of this guy play. I've not watched him in a game yet.
Yeah, he plays on the Norway team. He has long blonde hair. He looks like Thor. It's hilarious. And you and you just see him just like, man, this dude's bored of soccer. And then it's like, oh wait, burst of energy scores the goal. And it's the funniest thing. And what a way to play.
I know. Yeah, I want to watch it. I haven't watched a Norway game yet. I've only seen him in clips. That's the only reason I know he exists is all the clips online. But I want to actually watch him in a game. So I don't know when Norway plays again. They play soon.
Right, they do. And I'm trying to, I will butcher his name, but
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's like, but his first name is easy, like Aaron or something. It's like something. Yeah,
Halstead.
Something. Yeah, it's like hockey players. I can't pronounce anybody's name, man. I don't know. We'll see if I could see it. If I look at it, maybe I can say it. But yeah, he is a blast to watch, man. He really is.
Yeah, he's so fun.
Yeah,
it's good. I mean, I'm just trying to think of like that mentality of play in football or baseball or hockey where somebody just wanders onto the field like, where am I? What am I doing here? Oh, I'm okay. I'm going to score a goal right now.
No, like he walks around and he sees the ball and it's like, it doesn't even look like he's setting up a play. And maybe he is. Maybe that's how he gets in everybody else's head, but it's fun to watch. So
yeah.
Yeah. So, we can talk about World Cup. I don't know. It will last, I guess, a couple more weeks because we're now after this, we'll be in the round of 16.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 weeks left.
Yeah. That's a lot. It's a lot. But I guess it's like the Olympics. I guess it's why they only do it 4 years.
Yeah.
So who's your money on as we close out our World Cup chat? Who do you still think is going to win it all?
England looks good. England beat Mexico. Argentina looks good. So maybe one of those two.
All right. Well, maybe we're not done talking about World Cup because I do think we should mention the Gonzaga of World Cup. Is it Cape Verde or whoever that was?
Oh, Cape Verde. Cape Cape Verde. Nobody's ever heard of Cape Verde.
Like I said, the Gonzaga when Gonzaga was Gonzaga. Like, who's this? Yeah.
In Cape Verde came in, went to overtime. Oh man, I was rooting for them.
Well, yeah, these guys aren't even, I mean, they're professional soccer players, but they have day jobs. Like one guy's a plumber or something. It's like their
Yeah,
goalie's got to go back to his electrician job. Those are the people you root for. You know, they got
yeah,
to win it all, but you got to root for me. That was fun.
right. Cape Verde almost taking it. It was crazy. That was a fun game. I actually watched that game at a Tex-Mex restaurant in Dallas. Odelay sponsor us. And that was a fun game to watch because all the cooks were coming out. Everybody, it was packed. The cooks were coming out. The employees were just watching all the games and cheering. Like it was so much fun to watch.
Awesome. Yeah. And those are the moments that make an event like the World Cup really fun to watch
Yeah.
for sure. And we'll just watch. I mean, who knows? Maybe in 5 years, they'll be like Gonzaga. They'll be dominating.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be 20 years because 5 years
Yeah.
it'll only be one more World Cup. But
Right.
yeah, who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? We're going to get into some Rangers talk. I assume the Rangers are still doing good, but I want to bring up. I put on a list. We had a mystery question, and the reason I'm asking this question is I have a cousins group. We talk a lot. We grew up together. Three of us were really tight, and we just get random questions going. And the question that came up in the chat was, how do you eat corn on the cob? Which obviously 4th of July weekend, hot dogs, all this food, corn on the cob comes up. And the question was, hey, how do you eat corn on the cob? And so we were answering that. And I was like, and then we got into this discussion of right and wrong ways to do it. And I was like, well, I wonder, bougie Bryan over here, first of all, if he even eats corn on the cob. And if he does, how do you eat corn on the cob? What's your strategy of attack on eating that thing?
Oh, corn on the cob, easy. I deep throat that thing like a huge black cock, and I just.
Why do I try to have sane conversations with you? Why do I even try? So I know. So really, though, how do you? I know you don't just put the whole thing in your mouth and scrape it off. First of all, it'd be impossible. So
Not impossible.
How do you eat? It's not.
You don't know the porn I watch, Matt.
I don't. So that's your answer. That's your final answer.
No, it's not. So
Thank you.
I do eat corn on the cob. I'm a big fan of corn on the cob, and I eat it. I will put butter on it. I'll put some spices on it. I will even put a little Tabasco sauce on it. And then I take both hands and I eat it. I don't eat it from side to side like a typewriter.
That was the question. Do you spiral or do you typewriter?
I spiral.
Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Because that's how I do it. I usually do that or a combination. I'll spiral the ends, maybe typewriter the middle. But I'm not a perfectionist typewriter back and forth. And the question was in the chat, and what came up was typewriter is the only real organic and right way to eat it. Any other way is just not how you eat corn on the cob. But I like the spiral part. That's how I do it.
Oh, you don't deep throat yours like mine?
No, I do not. I don't. We have different backgrounds. We have different ways we approach things on a cob.
I spiral it. I never typewriter it.
Do you ever cut it off? Because one of the things was like, oh yeah, I cut it off the cob. I was like, who cuts it off and then eats it?
Like you shave it off and just
you just kind of take a little knife and just kind of carve it all onto your plate and then eat it with a fork.
I mean, yeah, you can do that, but what's the fun in that?
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
what's the fun in that? All right, cool. All right, well, good. Well, finally,
good mystery question.
That was a good mystery question. I should have known. I was thinking in my brain, if I asked Bryan this, is there any way he could take it to the dark side? There's no way. It's corn on the cob, 4th of July. There's another way. And that's another reason I didn't tell you the question ahead of time, because I didn't want to give you the chance to come up with the most asinine, offensive, craziest answer ever. I'm like, I'm just going to give it to him off the cuff. But once again, you proved that even in the spare of the moment, you can take things in a direction. So
I mean, the corn on the cob is a sexy vegetable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it in the top 3
of sexiest vegetables?
Yes.
Probably. Well, I mean, because it is phallic. It is ribbed for her pleasure. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's juicy.
There's certain things, because, a lot of times people think about sexy food as watching somebody eat it is sexy.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing watching anybody eat corn on the cob that's like, ooh. That's pretty hot. No, there's stuff flying everywhere. It's all in your teeth. It's like
You're
you
telling
know,
me your girl Alicia Vikander eating corn on the cob, you're not going to get turned on by it?
no comment.
No comment. Yeah, yeah.
No comment. Which is
I'm
always
right.
yes. No comments are always yes. How's your Rangers doing?
Okay. The Rangers, the Texas Rangers. I'm going to the game today.
Oh, nice.
Texas Rangers versus the Angels. So we are in number two. We were in number one last week. We
Oh,
were
you're
in
number
number two
two.
by only a game and a half.
Yeah, they're number
We
two.
we kind of lost against the Detroit Tigers. But also Seager is still injured. But Nemo and Peterson are still doing well. We did have a little bad week with or a little bad series with the Detroit Tigers. I think we can come back. We're neck and neck with the Mariners. Are not the Mariners. I'm sorry, the Marlins. We are neck and neck with the Astros, which the Rangers will play them after this Angels series. Neck and neck right there. It's a game and a half, so we are still a little bit over 500, but not by much. The AL West is a terrible division right now, which is why the Rangers are number one or number two. Oh man, this midsummer season for the Rangers is very tough right now, but we have some great relief pitchers, really good pitchers right now. Our batting game needs to, in those middle innings, needs to step it up a little bit. It's always fun to see home runs. Just hit it in the gaps in the middle of the outfield, and that's what we need to do to get people at home on base. Let's do it.
All right. Well, hopefully they will. I mean, they're going to have to. They can't sit back on their laurels and be like, oh, we were number one in the division a couple weeks ago. Let's just play like we have been, because they're going to get passed. But all right.
Right, they will. I mean, they have a fairly tough schedule coming up, but I mean, you're mid-season, we're coming up. It's tough. I mean, when you have 163 games and you're playing your heart out, like that is a lot of games. Football, yes. Is it rougher? Yes. But they only have 16 games once a week. Baseball's like 5 times a week.
So
And they're going.
now I know their seasons are just as long, but hockey doesn't play as many games as baseball,
It's
right?
not 163 games, but there's
It's like
a lot.
100. I want to say it's like 108 or 100 something.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another one. Basketball is the same way, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. So they're not as much, but yeah, I feel like every time I look at my app and like, are the Rangers playing today? They're always playing. It's like, do they ever? I guess they have travel days, but it seems like they literally play every single day.
Yeah, it's like 5 times a week, pretty much.
Yeah, and sometimes they're like, you know what? Let's just play 2 games today. Why not? Let's just
Yeah.
do it. Have you ever been to a doubleheader? Do you ever go and hang out?
I have
Two
been to a
games?
doubleheader. Those are fun, and playing a doubleheader. I mean, is imagine. It's crazy to sound like, because those games are like 3.5 hours. You have a couple hours to rest, and you play the same thing again. Like it's kind of nuts to
Yeah,
do that.
you got to pace yourself on the beer and hot dogs, I guess, or don't. I don't know.
Have you ever done that challenge at the ballpark, the 999?
No, I haven't. I have seen that, and I haven't been to very many baseball games, but I've always thought that would be fun. That would make the game interesting, because that is my problem is I get bored at baseball games, and because there's nothing to do, and I'm like that would make it fun at least to be able to do that. So
Nine
what are the
hot
rules
dog,
again?
9 hot dogs, 9 beers, 9 innings. 999.
The triple. So only thing is beer and hot dogs. So there's not any. I
Yeah.
thought there was a third piece
No,
of
just
food in
9
there.
beers, 9 hot dogs, 9 innings.
And you have to finish it within the inning.
Yeah.
So if it's 3 up and 3 down, both sides, and I haven't finished my beer, for one, you'd probably take it and finish it. Or eating my hot dog, can I carry it over to the next inning, or I got to make sure I eat and drink both of them
I
in that
mean,
inning?
I guess if you wanted to like wait till the ninth inning to do 9 beers, 9 hot dogs,
Well, I'm
but
not saying wait until the ninth, but it's like, can I start the second inning and by finishing the last half of my
sure,
hot
yeah, as
dog?
long as you do 9 hot dogs, 9 beers, and 9 innings.
All right, that sounds like a fun challenge. Do they give you a price break? Can you buy like the 9 inning challenge special?
I don't
That's
think
going to get
so.
expensive.
But yeah, you can go on Dollar Dog Night and try it, and you $9, but then you spend like $8,100 on beers. But it's
Yeah.
but
Because
it's
I mean,
also like
mhm.
we're up in age, and just it sounds awesome. But I feel like by the fourth inning, the beers is what's gonna do it. Is gonna do you in
So for
because
me, the
it's a
hot
lot of
dogs is what's going to
liquid.
do me in. I feel like the hot dog's going to do me in way more than the beer will. I could do
Okay.
9 beers in a game. That would be no problem.
9 beers in 3 hours? That's you
Yeah.
will be wasted, sir.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm driving home. I'm just, or even walking down the steps. But I think it's possible because it's spread out over 3 hours. So it's not like 9 beers in an hour, which is my normal rate. I'm talking about 9 beers spread out over
We're
3 hours.
talking about, you know,
And how big are they? 8 ounce or
120
16
ounces of
ounce?
beer in 3 hours. That's a lot.
Are the normal beers, are they 8 or 16 or 12?
I thought they were 12, but let's just say if they're 12, 120 ounces of beer in 3 hours. I mean, you'll have a
Um,
base of 9 hot dogs, but the point of that is the gut thing.
right.
And
Yeah,
as we
that's
learned
true.
on July 4th, the hot dog eating contest, Joey Chestnut came in number one again by 12 hot dogs.
Interesting. I've got a really good friend of mine that is, I don't know if he does it as much anymore. He was really into like bodybuilding, but he did tons of those. He would just go around the circuit to do all the eating competitions. We should have him on the show and talk about the
No, it's
preparation.
crazy. I mean, watching Joey Chestnut, who's the world champion for the last several years, he was ahead. Oh, so you have 10 minutes to eat as many hot dogs, and he did like 68 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Think about that. 68 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And
I don't like food enough to do it.
no, well, so I mean they're not savoring it, but also, hearing them talk in interviews like, yeah, you have to we take a lot of laxatives before and after because they don't want to keep any of that inside of
Sure.
them,
Right.
for the long haul. And it's 68 hot dogs, and that's not even his record because it was so hot in Coney Island.
Hmm.
Everybody was sweating, but it was 68 hot dogs in 10 minutes. And then the women's side, the women champion did only half that in 10 minutes. But it's crazy because I'm just watching. I was like, it's fun to watch. Also very disgusting to watch, but it is.
Yeah, the soaking the buns in the water, that's the disgusting part to me. It's like there's nothing nastier than a soggy bun. And then you're going to just dip it in water and it's just gross. I don't
Well,
know who
it's
came up
they're
with the
not
idea.
chewing their food. They're just like they've learned to swallow.
I just did. And so I'm just like, I don't know. So if you were in a food eating competition, what do you think nobody could beat you at? If you're like, if I'm
Mm.
eating this food, I'm champion.
I literally don't think anything, but matzo ball soup, gefilte fish probably, because I'm one of the few people that enjoys gefilte fish. Most people don't like it, and I could probably
Hmm.
do gefilte fish.
All
Which, for
right.
those of you out there, that is a pickled white fish served at Passover for the Jewish Seder, and nobody likes it
Why? Because it's
because it's
pickled?
well because it looks gross. It's a very acquired taste. I would say most people don't like fish to begin with, but then when you see
Hmm.
this fish loaf, pickled white fish, and there's jelly on it, not like grape jelly, but like whatever jelly in the jar it comes in, people don't like it. People think it
Hmm.
looks like cat food, smells like cat food. I like it. I only eat it once a year, but that's the one I could probably do. I could probably beat somebody at.
Could
Although
you?
I won't be able to eat a lot of it, I
Well,
could
it sounds like
probably.
you wouldn't have to beat the normal person.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I think I could eat five and I could be the champion because nobody else would enjoy it.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. All right.
What
Well,
about
cool.
you? What would you
I
eat?
I don't know because I'm not I don't eat a lot of food, which I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, I've never been a fan of food. I think either I
I've
have a
never been a
tendency to
fan
eat.
of food. What do
I
you
haven't.
mean? Would
I've said this on our show before.
would
I've
you
said the
rather just
point
be like injected or with pills or something?
if I could take 3 pills a day and it gave me every bit of the protein, nutrition, recommended daily allowance of vitamins, minerals, and I didn't have to eat, I'd probably be fine. I mean, some days when I'm together with family and friends, you're like, oh yeah, let's all get together and have a meal. That's fine. But day in and day out, I'm like, oh, it's just a
Is
beating.
it a time thing? Is it a time like it's wasting your time, or do you just not like the taste and savor of food?
I don't know what it is. It's like it's not a waste of time. I think I just got burnt out on food. I just
What?
nothing excites me about. And like I said, I like food if I'm in a setting of people because it's the people I'm there for. It's not still not the food. Like you could have a
Is
gathering of all friends and family and we're together and we're on a patio and it's amazing. And give us some dry Cheerios. And I'm like, this is amazing. It's just I'd be just as fine because I'm there for the people.
there's
But
something wrong with you? Is there what?
there's something wrong with you.
Is
So,
there a
but to answer
food
your
that
question,
you?
I think I could eat something in the Greek or Mediterranean realm, like that realm, or maybe pizza. I could
Yeah,
probably
I
eat
was
a
about
lot
to say,
of.
like, what food do you get excited to eat then?
Do I get excited to eat?
Yeah.
I don't. There's not a food that gets me excited, and that's why I love my wife. Kimberly gets so excited for she claps when they bring the food out. She loves like so we went out to eat this weekend. And we were in this place that we thought wouldn't have. I mean, I've been there before. They have decent food. And she ordered a brisket sandwich because she likes brisket. She loves brisket. And I mean, she's very picky when it comes to her barbecue. She's from Texas. Of course, she's going to be. And she said it was one of the best brisket sandwiches she ever had. She was almost crying and clapping. That's the kind of love that some people have for food. And she is one of them. I don't have that. I just
So
don't like.
do you look at her weird and just say like,
Nah,
"Oh, she's
because I think
happy
I
about
think it,
food."
no, I
Why?
think it's great because I know people like that. I think it's really a beautiful thing to watch, and
Do you
it
wish you
brings me
had
joy
that?
to watch her so happy about food.
Do you wish you had that?
I no, I don't miss it.
I'm just like I don't.
Now
I just think food is a big
I guess
part.
there's certain foods that like certain restaurants I go to, and I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of excited about that. Like if I'm eating pizza, I'll eat pizza. I mean, I don't care if it's CC's or Little Caesars or if it's Polio's or in Italy. We had pizza in Italy. Now, the pizza in Italy was amazing. I'll give you that. But it's just, I don't know. I just not been one of those people. I don't know
Okay.
why.
Are you the same way about drinks and beverages, like
No,
Dr. Pepper's beers or something like
no,
that?
because I like to drink beer, but I only drink certain beers. I don't like anything that's like I like stuff that's sweet and like I don't like hard dark beers. Those are gross.
Okay.
And if I'm going to have a mixed drink, it's got to be very fruity. It's got to have a lot of fruit and sweetness to it.
Okay.
But and snacks, I'll eat a lot of snacks. I could probably if I could live on snacks, which ever since I hit 40, I've not been able to live on snacks because your metabolism's like, we're not going to do the same thing with these snacks. But I would eat like just popcorn. Like if I just eat a bag of popcorn every day, I'd be fine. I'd be good to go.
It's just you're a man of the people, sir.
I guess I've just never been that excited about food. And it's frustrating. I know it frustrates my wife because she's like, ooh, it's Father's Day. Where do you want to go to eat? And I'm like, wherever y'all want to go.
Give
Don't
me a
let me
dry bag of
pick.
Cheerios, and you're like, ooh, a
I
dry
know,
bag
man.
of
I'm on a kick now of Honey Nut Cheerios, man. I'm just like, oh, I just eat those every day. I'm good. Those are tasty.
Okay, so with that, you go to a sports game, you go to a hockey game, go to a baseball game, go to a football game. Do you get excited about any of the food at an arena or at a stadium?
No, because I get excited about the fact that I'm the nostalgia of going to when we went to Yankee Stadium and I was like, I got a hot dog and a beer in Yankee Stadium. This is amazing. But it wasn't because I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to eat that hot dog. Oh, I can't wait to drink that beer. It was the whole thing. It was the gamut of being there. You know, it's the same way with eating pizza when we were in Italy. I mean, you're in Italy eating pizza. That's just a cool thing. So, but I wasn't excited about, oh, I can't wait to get there and eat that hot dog.
We've
Like,
got to unpack this in therapy. We're going to have a new segment on the show, Blind Texas Therapy with Matt, and
I'm
see
sure I'm
why he
not the
doesn't
only
like food.
person. I'm sure I'm not the only person that feels that way about food.
Okay, all right.
But so, I mean, obviously, some people really like you. You are a very big food connoisseur. You know, like all these really nice restaurants. You order all this great food.
But I like dive restaurants too. I love
Sure.
the art of eating, the art of cooking. I like to savor things. I can pick out ingredients. There's something about it. It brings, and like you said, it brings community, it brings fun, very good memories. with families and friends and people around you, around food and around dinner and lunch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's something about it, but I also like the art of eating it.
Yeah, and a lot of people do. It's funny too because I guess the irony in it. One of my favorite things to watch on TV are cooking shows. I will watch reality cooking shows every day. All that's my favorite thing to watch. But it doesn't make me hungry. Like, oh, I want to eat that. Sometimes it will. Sometimes I'll be like, that looks good. I might try that. Where I'll watch it with my wife and she's like, dang, we got to go to the store because I'm hungry. It's like it's just I don't know. I love to watch the competition of cooking and the art of it, but it doesn't. Do you watch cooking? Because I know you watch the same thing, like Tournament of Champions and all the cooking stuff. Do you watch it for the food or for the competition?
Both, because I love the way people cook, what they do. I love seeing them. I love when the judges eat it. Like, I love all of that. I don't watch all the cooking shows, but like Tournament of Champions, it's such a great feel and vibe to it. I love Maddie Matheson stuff. I loved Fuck That's Delicious with Action Bronson. Just people that love food and
Hmm.
love the art of it. And that's just what I love too.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I guess to circle back, if I was in an eating competition, I don't. I guess it would just depend because I'm not. I just want to eat it something that tastes doesn't. I'm not going to eat a soggy bun, is what I'm saying. So I
Corn
guess
on the
maybe
cob. Corn on the cob.
ooh, corn on the cob. Yeah, that'd be good. I do like tomatoes. I like tomatoes. Tomatoes are good. Steamed broccoli. I'll eat some steamed broccoli. Um,
I mean, you're picking like the worst shit ever. Like, I'll
yeah.
just eat a
And
whole
I'm saying
tomato.
this, and people are
I'll
gonna be like,
eat
"Oh,
steamed broccoli.
he must be in amazing shape and super healthy." And no, I'm not. I'm not. So if you
Who
look at me,
says
you're
like,
like,
yeah,
he eats a lot
I'll
of
eat some
pasta and
steamed broccoli.
spaghetti.
I'll eat a tomato. I was like, wait, what is it? You're not, dude, we need therapy.
Because we go to Cava. Cava is one of our favorite places to eat, and my favorite thing to get on there is like they have these Persian cucumbers. They have the tomato and the onion. It's like so
Harissa
certain.
chicken, the corn, it's good. I
Yeah,
get it.
fiery broccoli. It's all good. So, I mean, there is food that I like to eat, but I'm like, if it went away, that's what I'm saying. If it went away, and like we got an easier way, I'd be like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, that's
And we
what it
still
is.
get together. We'll get together as a family. We'll take our 3 nutrition pills and then we'll hang out. That's what we'll do.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Make
So,
me laugh.
yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. We don't talk a lot about politics here, but we're coming up on the midterms. As a Texas person who pays taxes and lives in Texas and likes to follow the rules, how do you feel about where we're going to come in the midterms? What are you nervous about anything going up into these midterms?
No, just because, stances have changed over the years. And let's roll it back to July 4th
Mm-hmm.
with politics. Because July 4th, we watch fireworks, right? Everybody
Yep.
watches fireworks. The White House has said that they were going to do the world's biggest ever fireworks display on the White House lawn
Greatest
uh,
ever.
for its 250th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it in DC live. Um, so what it was, I was expecting whatever. And so like when I watched the UFC pay-per-view back like a month ago, 3 4 weeks ago on the White House lawn, Trump and Melania came out, but they said nothing. They
Mm-hmm.
said absolutely, they didn't speak at all. They came out, they sat in the UFC front row and they watched the whole thing, and that was it. So for this July 4th, I expected Trump to come out and to say like, happy birthday, America, greatest country in the world, 250, never been another better country. He spoke for over 40 minutes before the fireworks went off, and he turned it into a State of the Union. And
None of that should surprise you.
it was so god awful. Like, I mean, he joked about a third term. He said why we were the best. He said what, all of this kind of crazy stuff, and it was laughable. It was very laughable. But I was like, just say happy birthday and get off. I want to see these fireworks. But he turned it into a ridiculous State of the Union address on how great he's doing, how great the midterms and all of this stuff. He joked a lot, but it went on for over 40 minutes. And then the fireworks came, and you're like, okay, the best fireworks in the world, the biggest. I will say, it went on for 45 minutes, and they were the best fireworks I have ever seen. They had the entire military band sing full songs from YMCA, which is so ironic, to these amazing fireworks that were crazy. They had flyover. It looked amazing. They were the coolest things I've ever seen. But before that, the 40-minute speech, you're just like, what are we doing here? Just say, hey, happy birthday, 250. We've come a long way. We've done this. Have good speeches. Don't make it about you, but it's always about him. That's what people need to learn. It's always about him. People talk a lot of shit about him. Other presidents that we've had, people talk shit about. Everybody from Obama, they talk shit about. Clinton, Bush, Carter. Everybody talks shit about a president everywhere, on TV, everywhere. Not until Donald Trump did a president talk back about the people talking bad about him. And that's where people are like, everybody took the higher road. It kept it about the business and the politics. Trump is not that person. He's not. He is not that person.
But I think if you're going to be in the role of president, you have to be that person. You
But
have
he's
to be.
not. Everybody knew he wasn't that person.
I know. Everybody was excited because, like, oh, the guy from Celebrity Apprentice is going to run for office. Nobody in their right mind thought that clown was going to get elected. And he did. And now we've been dealing with it. And now he won't leave. He won't go away.
No, he is there for better or worse. Are there some good things he's done? Absolutely. Are there a lot of bad things he's done? Absolutely. With the midterms coming up, with politics in Texas. Texas, for those Democrats out there, those liberals, you want Texas to turn blue. You see it from the voices in California, see it from the voices in New York. They want to turn Texas blue because it's one of the biggest states. No Democrat is going to win Texas. Not going to happen. I don't care if you love Talrico, Beto, it ain't going to happen because the Democrat people who are running will only go to Austin, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, the major cities. All those cities already vote Democrat. But how the election and the political system is set up, it's all by counties. Every other county in Texas is red. They have to go to the little counties to talk with people, and they won't do it. They're not going to do it.
Which is a shame because, first of all, you're right. I mean, we said this in the last week. I think our podcast hits this mark, and I think the detriment to our country is, you and I said this last week, our country needs to be more bipartisan. The far right are wacky. The far left are wacky. We need to meet in the middle. We need to come to a common ground. The problem is, I don't have a problem with Texas being a red state if it's the right people in charge. I just feel like we aren't the people who want it red aren't working on getting people who can see both sides. They only want the extreme people. And
it's both sides of the political system. It's the far left or the far right. There's nobody moderate. And that's what we need.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
But there's too many people are uneducated. They're going to be like, they're going to sit in their Barca lounger and let Fox News wash over them. And then they're going to just do what they're told to do. Oh, we got to vote red because we're always red, and they're going to come take our jobs if we don't vote red. That's the ignorance that's in our country.
Well, you have somebody like Trump. You have somebody like Trump, and then you have somebody like Mamdani, and those are far extremists on both sides of the spectrum. You need to come together in the middle. And I still watch and listen to Bill Maher, Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO, and he says it. He has a podcast now. He talks about that. I mean, he's very he's considered voting Republican now because of all the Democrats that are so far left and are so against all of these things. And same thing with the Republican side. You got to meet in the middle. And what he said is like, you know what? No, almost no Democrat comes on my show because they're too scared to talk with me. But every Republican I've ever asked has come on to the show and has talked their feelings, and they get their ass beat with me. But like they come on and they are willing to talk about it. He's like, it took me 8 years to get Obama on the show after he was president. Kamala never came on the show. Biden never came on the show. And it's just like, why are the far left not doing that? Why and why are people like Trump and all the far right Republicans not afraid to go? I mean, for God's sakes, Vance went on The View. I mean, he walked into a lion's den right there, but he went out and he talked, and I mean, they're not afraid. I feel like people just need to come together. That's why I loved Arnold Schwarzenegger so much when he was governor of California. He had that tent in the Congress to like with cigars, like, hey, just everybody just come and let's talk.
Hmm.
Have a cigar, let's enjoy each other and
Yeah.
meet in the middle. And that's not where it is at right now. And it's sad. So midterms, I feel like first, I don't think many people vote in midterms. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of big voter turnout. I still think it's going to go Republican. Um, which again, there needs to be a check and balance system.
Yeah.
We'll
There needs to be there. I feel like we're if we could just clean the state. I know everybody talks about term limits. I wish there were term limits. I feel like you're one and done. I think you should be one and done. You can't do it, you're out. You know, we don't these career politicians that we have who they know how to rile up the little counties in Texas. They know what buttons to push.
Yeah.
You get the Ken Paxtons and the Ted Cruzes, and they know how to stir them up. They know how to make them angry and scare them that if they're not elected, then you're going to lose everything you have. You're going to lose it. It's going to be gone, and that's not the case. It's not.
Right.
And so these
Right.
people just and so I feel like we need to. If anything, I'm not saying that Texas needs to be blue or red, but I think maybe to shake things up, having it blue for a little while might be a good thing.
I
Let's scare them and let's scare the red people into saying let's work harder on finding somebody that meets in the middle.
But it's not going to happen because it's not up to us. It's up to the party who's in
I know, and the
line. It's
parties
all that
are
stupid
worse. I
shit.
mean, the party
Yeah.
we had when Trump was in office the first time, and it was a debacle, worst 4 years of our lives, and then Biden was elected. We're like, okay, we have 4 years. Biden's not the greatest president ever. Probably wouldn't have been my first or second choice. But I'm like, okay, we have 4 years to find somebody really good. And by we, I mean the red side, the Republicans Party. They had 4 years to go out, to groom, to search, to find somebody that was more in line with the middle, that could bring these parties together. But what do? They just sit back and whine and complain about Biden for 4 years and then throw Trump back in the ring. It's like, why are we doing that? We had 4 years to do something amazing. Same way with the Democrats. They had 4 years to find somebody to beat Trump, to beat that, and they didn't. They sit back and whined about the previous 4 years of Trump.
Well, because
So,
it's not about serving the country. It's about the politicians getting elected and reelected
right,
only. Whatever
exactly.
issue in the world for humans in the states, that is far down the list from getting elected and reelected. And then whoever gets them elected gets little perks money wise.
Sure.
That's all it's ever been.
Yeah, it's all about just, I mean, that's the whole reason that they stay in politics. Nobody's in politics because they love it. They love the perks of it. They love the free stuff. They love to travel. They love to just be talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump said the most horrible things in the world about Ted Cruz's wife first time he was running. But Ted Cruz will sit there and lap up his boots and lick his boots just to get Trump to say his name in something positive.
Because he's untouchable. He's untouchable.
I'm like, man, if somebody came on there and said the things about my wife, dude, I don't care. I'd find another line of work rather than to serve this idiot. So
He's winning. Charlie Sheen, he's winning. The guy cannot fail.
yeah,
That's why
it's just
you stick with them. It's like it reminds me of a moment in HBO's Succession on why Kendall talked with Tom about like, why didn't you vote for me? It's like, I've never seen you win against him. Nobody can win against Trump. Like, I mean, Biden did, But then it's like Trump is a felon. He's been impeached. People say he's a pedophile. He's a rapist. Does not matter. He is, nobody's going to get him.
Well, here's the thing. You got to look at Trump knows how to play the game. Hillary Clinton beat him. She won the popular vote. She beat Donald Trump.
From the popular vote, but that's
for
not
the
how
popular
the world
vote.
works,
But
though.
but I know that's not how the elections work. He knew how
Yeah.
to play the game and win the electoral college.
Yeah.
So and then Biden beat him, and then the only reason he won this last time is because they threw Kamala in there, who we're not going to have a female president. Our country's never going to vote for a female president. So he's never beaten. You say he's won. He's never won really the election against anybody decent. He lost to Hillary in the popular vote. He lost to Biden, and then he beat Kamala because we're not ready for that.
Well, I mean, Biden, the whole thing with Biden should have never been president ever. Not the first time, not even the second time. He was in line. That was the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden, with that debate, the first time he spoke, it was over. And then Hollywood went crazy. George Clooney was like, "Get this guy out of here." Everybody listens to George Clooney, I guess. The guy from "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Man of constant sorrow.
Yeah. And so he was out, and they're like, "Oh my God, we can do this and this." But they put Kamala because she's next in line. And you were like, "Oh, you're going to take a prosecutor? A lawyer?" No.
Yep.
And then somebody who's, not great at really publicly talking, and who is not for everybody. Like, it was a whole thing. And I'm just like, why did we do this? How can one whole democratic system, one political party be so inept? Just like the Republicans. I mean, at least the Republicans, they know marketing. And
they do know marketing.
That's Democrats true. Do not. Like, I'm just like, well, how can you not have 20 people in a room saying like, "All right, you're on deck. Like, you're the best. This is what it is." And they don't. They just, "Oh, you're in line."
I know that's what frustrates me. They have 4 years every time. So we're going to get in 2 years from now when we come up to the election. What did we do this last 4 years to find somebody? We didn't. We just sat back and whined and complained, and then took whoever's next in line.
Yeah, and it sucks, and that's why
Vance
there will be a third
president.
term for Trump, or Vance and Trump as vice president, like that, because the Democrats can't do it. And like, will there ever be a non-party system? Will there ever be an independent or something like that?
Yeah, not that he ever would. Not that he ever would, because he's too wise and too smart of an individual, and he would be dumb to do it anyway. But if Trump found some way to break the rules and say, "I'm going to run for a third term and nobody can stop me." If the Democrats were to take Obama and put him back in and say, "Oh, so we can all have a third term if we need it," I'm running. Obama would mop the floor with Trump.
He would not. It would not happen now. It would not happen now. It would not happen now.
Oh,
and that's sad to say. It would not happen now. And plus, Michelle wouldn't let him do it.
Michelle doesn't want to be in the limelight
anymore.
Michelle's not going to let
want it either.
He doesn't want it. It'd be the same way with George W. I mean, W was and my whole family, one of our, I think, my favorite presidents next to Obama. And even he would be like, "I'm not getting back in that circus. I got out. Why would I go back in?"
Exactly.
Trump's the only one dumb enough to want to be in the circus all the time.
He likes it. I mean, old Georgie boy, is just painting now in Dallas.
He's smart, man.
Yeah.
And he's hanging out with the Obamas. I mean, that's the love and the bipartisan, when you realize that we're all just humans. We were trying to do our best for the country we love.
And Trump would do that, but Trump is not a person I don't think is going to hang out and have a good time somewhere. Like, there was this island one time. There was an island that he had a great time at. The best time in the world. I was never there, but So the upcoming midterms. I mean, nothing's gonna change. I can't. People don't vote in midterms. Like, it's just not going to happen. And we need to start. Like people would run. Like, people are like, you know what? We know what really pisses me off.
What really makes you mad?
What really fucking pisses me off?
What is it? You tell us.
It was the news story about The Rock.
What
That
happened with The Rock? I must not be online enough.
The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, what do you
Hmm.
know The Rock as? He's an actor, he's a pro wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Producer. He's been asked about his political affiliations, and
Oh
he
Lord.
came last week and said, I'm staying silent on my political affiliations and I want to talk about it. It's about the entertainment and the movie and shit.
Right.
Well, fucking George Takei from Star Trek, who's done nothing, and Will Wheaton from Stand By Me came out and was like, you are a fucking coward, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You are not cool. You suck for not telling your political affiliation. And it was like, wait, these D-list actors who don't do anything anymore are calling out the biggest actor in the world just for saying, hey, I don't want to talk, I don't want to get political.
Right.
I'm keeping it
Which
about the
is smart.
movies. It
Yeah.
is very
It's a
smart.
very smart move.
And I'm like, Will, yeah, people love you, but you're kind of an asshole. George Takei, you are a 90-year-old funny gay man who was on a show once and then got popular again on Howard Stern.
Ooh.
Well, oh my. And it's just like, why are you calling out The Rock? Is it just for you to seem like relevant again? Like, why would you call somebody out for not giving their political thing? Like, I know on this show, we talk somewhat politics. We don't normally talk about our own thing. We're just talking about it.
I know. And I
But on
probably
like
should
our
talk
other
less.
shows, on our movie reviews, there's none of that.
No.
There is none of that. Why would I
Right.
want to go into that? I mean, I owned a business at one point. I still do. I don't make that political.
Right.
And even when I did own a comic book store in the heart of Oak Cliff, which was the Democratic capital of Texas in when Obama got elected, mind you, I had the opportunity to get comic books for Obama, for George, and for whoever else, Palin, and whoever else was running at the time. Of course, I got all of them. I got both because I'm not going to do one side when you have a business, when you're
Hmm.
doing something creative. You don't want to ostracize anybody.
Sure.
And so for those two quotation actors to call out The Rock on social media, mind you, not face to face.
Right.
I mean,
No,
The Rock's
and I
going
agree.
to
If
open
I
a can of
was,
whoop ass.
and there was a time in my life that I would never speak politically like I am right now on this show, 4 episodes in. But I'm like, well, I'm at the point now where I'm like, there's nothing for me to protect. I'm just going to be honest when it comes up. I don't like talking about politics, but you're right. I'm not going to talk about it in my reviews. I'm not going to talk about it on movie podcasts. If somebody asks me at a party, if I'm at a party with a lot of people I don't know, I'm not going to answer the question. I'll kind of just say, well, it's crazy. I mean, what are you going to do? I'll just give some kind of safe answer. I'm not one to just do that because I think it just, for one, it's not worth arguing about. It's just not. It's not worth tearing down bridges, especially in families. So many families get torn apart by political opinion. I mean, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at the end of the day. So I appreciate The Rock, and I think it was a smart move to be like, I got a new movie coming out. Moana's coming out in a week. Why am I going to jeopardize that cash cow by saying something now that people are going to just use everywhere out of context and make me look bad? I'm not going to do it. So yeah, he's smart. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah. And it's funny that it's Will Wheaton and George Takei. Like,
And every time I hear Will
it's,
Wheaton, I just think about Big Bang Theory because Sheldon hates Will Wheaton.
yeah,
They can't stand Will
exactly.
Wheaton. Yeah.
And I don't know why you would call somebody, because like, do it face to face. Let The Rock put you in your place, sirs.
Do it
Like,
in the
serious.
ring. Do it in the
Like,
ring in one corner.
could you imagine anybody calling out Taylor Swift in the same way?
Yeah. And she's not talking politics. I mean,
No.
why? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And I don't know why those two in particular called out The Rock.
Yeah.
It's like, has The Rock been, I mean, it's not like he's been bad mouthing Star Trek and Will Wheaton. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand why those two. That's what's comical
That's
to me
why I
about
brought
it.
it up. It's
Why-
hilarious.
Dude, those
You
two
put
people.
that in a headline and your mind is blown.
It's like they've been sitting back going, I'm just waiting for The Rock to say something I don't like. I'm just waiting. I'm
And
waiting
then
for
he didn't
Dwayne.
say anything.
I know.
They were just like, okay, we gotta say it.
So it's like, yeah, of all the politics that's spewed about, for them to land on The Rock is just funny. That's
Yeah.
just funny. I don't know, man. It's crazy. All right. Well, we need to end on a positive note. Did you see the Minions?
No, I did not see the Minions.
Well,
Was
it's
it
number
Minions
one
Part Four
movie.
or Five?
I don't know, but it's Minions versus Monsters. It's the number one movie in the theater right now. But we knew that. We knew it was going to be number one. We weren't sure if it was going to beat Toy Story the first week, but it did.
I was certain that it was going to be Toy Story just because it's the newer movie. But I
Hmm.
mean, Toy Story and I mean it's Minions. Those movies make billion
Yeah,
dollars, so
and
people got
man,
to.
the Minions aren't haven't always been the greatest movies, but their soundtracks. I don't know how much money they spend on music licensing in the Minions movies, but man, those soundtracks are just
Probably 20 to 30 million dollars, most likely.
easily. It is crazy the amount of songs they have and how they utilize them in the Minions movie. So
I
that'll
want
be
to
good.
see it because Trey Parker is one of the voices from South Park. I want to see George Lucas's voice in there because he was added last minute.
Hmm.
But I'm not. I mean, I can wait. I don't need to go see
Oh,
it in the theater.
I'm waiting. Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah,
mean, if Milo was younger, of course we'd be going, but he's kind of aged out of that Minion realm, so there's no need to rush to the theater to see it.
right.
Same way with Moana. I have no desire to watch a live action Moana.
No, I
There's
don't have a. I don't have a inclination to watch any live action remake of a cartoon.
Yeah, same. So other than Evil Dead Burn, which I feel like would be on your radar, there's really nothing. This is kind of a slow week. It's like I mean, Moana's going to be huge at the box office. I don't think it's going to be number one. I still feel like maybe it will. I don't know.
Moana.
Yeah. You think it's
Moana
going
will
to
be
top?
number one. Moana will be number one.
No more for
Minions will
one
be
week only. It's not going to stay in number one.
right. Moana will be number one. Well, you never know. Um, Minions will be number two. Now, will Toy Story be number three or will it be Evil Dead? I'm guessing it will be Toy Story, maybe. Um, and then Evil Dead would be number four, but then Obsession is still making money. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, 6 months ago, I would have said, "Oh, Evil Dead Burn in the summer. It's not even going to crack the
It's
top 10." But
such
now that
a
now that we've
dumb.
seen Obsession, you're like, "Yeah, it could do it could do three." I mean, wow, why not? But
Yeah,
this
but
is
Evil
like
Dead Burn in the summer? Come on, release that September, October.
yeah, especially because it's part of the Evil Dead franchise, right?
Correct.
What is it? I mean, I've watched some of the Evil Dead movies. I don't know how they go chronology in chronological order. I don't know how that works. I don't think I've ever watched them in order. Is this like is it in line with something? Is it returning characters? How does the Evil Dead franchise even work?
So there's Evil Dead 1, and then there's Evil Dead 2, which was a revamp
That
of
makes
1.
sense. You would do one first and then two.
Well, Evil Dead, it was a revamp. It wasn't really a sequel. It was just
Right.
a revamp with the silly humor. And then Army of Darkness was the direct sequel to that. And the direct sequel to that was the Ash vs. Evil Dead TV series on Stars. And then you had the remake of Evil Dead, and then you had Evil Dead Rise, which wasn't really a sequel. It was just another version in that. And so there's two more Evil Dead movies coming out. One is Evil Dead Burn, one is Evil Dead Wrath. So Evil Dead Wrath is not this one, but Evil Dead Wrath is supposed to take place, I think, in like the late 70s, early 80s, and kind of be connected to that original trilogy. This one is just I think it's its own thing. Like it's just in the string of things, not connected to any of
All
it.
right. And see, even after you explained it, I still don't know what order to watch them in.
I mean, I think Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and then Army of Darkness are the way to watch them. And then Evil Dead Rise of the new ones, just pick one. They're not
Mhm.
in any order.
Yeah, that's why I love Scream movies because you know which order to watch them.
One
It
through
makes
seven.
1 through 7. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I think it'll be Minions this weekend. Next weekend will be Moana, Minions, Toy Story, maybe Evil Dead. But when you have three animated IP Disney movies, your gory horror movie's not gonna
mhm.
break the bank.
Or it's going to do well enough because somebody wants something else. They're like,
Right.
we're time over this. So all right, well, we'll see. We'll see next week where it lands. Any final thoughts before we get out of here on this episode 4 of Blind in Texas? Anything that you wanted to just encouragement, corn on the cob skills, anything you just want to relay to the masses?
Open the throat, open the jaws, make it moist, you know. Make it moist. That's what I'm saying. No,
All right. You need that on a
what,
shirt.
yeah, yeah, put it on a shirt. Um, I don't think so. I think that yeah, let's have a good end of the World Cup. Let's go Rangers. Let's hope Dallas Cowboys training camp goes well. Let's do it.
All right. Well, enjoy the game today. Drink a beer for me and
Hell yeah.
have fun out there. Wear some sunscreen.
Wear some sunscreen. Oh, I got my SPF 50.
Oh, look at you. All right. Well, cool. Again, everything we do, check out our website, follow the podcast. Make sure you don't miss an episode. Everything Bryan does, check out boomstickcomics.com. You can find me over at mungleshow.com. We'll be back with more next week, Blind in Texas. Nice.